Hello, everyone, and welcome to Stamp with Shel. My name is Shel Anderson, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I do short lunch break with Shel video tutorials Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon, and I do Facebook Live or YouTube premiere videos on Wednesday nights at 6:30 Central Time. Today, we are going to go back to the annual catalog. We've been neglecting that a little bit. So we are going to make one card together, and if you stick around to the end of the video, I have another card with a different stamp set that I will share with you at the end. We are using the Nature's Harvest bundle and the Fancy Frames dies today. I'm pairing that with the Cane Weave 3D folder. All right, first off, we are going to grab one of these gorgeous frames. And I am going to hopefully reach this. I'm tethered by a headset here. I think I can bring this in. And get some plates. And a top plate. And we will get this die cut. We'll just crank that through. All right. And as you can see, these pieces are just falling right out, which is lovely. Love it when you don't have to fight with it. All right, let's get this into the garbage before it lands all over the floor. And we will get this big guy out of our way. There we go. All right, we have our frame. Oh, I should have done this while I had this here. You know what? I'm just going to do this off camera. I'm just going to run this piece of Night of Navy through our machine. I just have to change those plates again because this is a 3D folder. Sorry about that, but it's just easier than lugging that big heavy machine back and forth. There we go. All right, and the reveal. Check that out. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so we have that. We have a card base in basic white. So I'm going to burnish that flat. And right off the hop, I am going to put this onto the front of my card. And this is heavily embossed, so I'm putting lots of adhesive on there. Try to center this up the best we can. There we go. All right. Next up, I need to put this together. I am going to lay this frame onto this piece of white, and I see that it's just a little wee sliver too wide. So we're going to take that sliver off, and that should fit better. I might have to trim a little bit off this side too. Because I really don't want any of that white showing. That looks better. All right, now I'm going to show you my trick for adhering this. If I had been smart, I would have used adhesive sheets, but I'm not that smart. And so this is the next best, oops, wrong container, the next best way. I just have a sponge and I am just picking up the glue and sponging it onto the back side of my frame. And then we're going to start at one end and just work our way along those edges. This is a little wonky here. I'm not quite sure why. Let's see if I can get that in place. There we go. And then just give it a good press and we're good to go. It's still a little bit wonky at the bottom, but not as bad as it was. There we go. And if you see any edges like this one, I don't know whether the camera's picking it up, but there was just a little sliver of white showing. So that is my trick. I forget my adhesive sheet. All right, now we're going to set both of those aside and we are going to work on our stamping. And I want to use this stamp and this die. And let me put this back in the case so that I don't lose it. I am going to bring in my Stamparatus and a piece of basic white. I have too much stuff happening under here. Let me get rid of some of this that I don't need. There we go. All right, now cardstock, magnet, stamp. Actually, I think I'm going to put it a little crooked just so that it cuts out correctly. We're going to pick this up and I'm going to grab my blue ink pad and stamp it down. Ooh, I didn't get enough ink on there, did I? Have you ever seen blue daisies before? There we go. I think my ink pad needs to be re-inked is what's happening here. All right, we're done with that. Now, clean up this stamp. temporarily. I'll give it a good cleaning after the video. That will prevent me from getting ink all over everything. And now I am going to use my die, and once again, I'm going to cut this off camera just because it's easier. I am going to die cut my blue daisies. Who ever heard tell of navy blue daisies? But I think it's going to look nice. I really do. There we go. And the magic reveal. Here we go. Oh, we have a little piece here that didn't come out. There we go. All right, now we need a greeting. This is my idea. This is going to be popped up over here and just be shadow stamped. What greeting am I going to use? Let's see what's in this harvest bundle. Well, there's a thank you in there, or a good luck. Let's try this thank you. And we're going to have to be careful here because we don't want to mess this up. All right, I am going to get this picked up, and then I'm going to put this acetate sheet in there, and we are going to test stamp it. Yep, that's going to be a good placement. Fingers crossed. There we go. That works for me. Same thing, we'll get the worst of that off for right now. Close up our ink pad. And now we get to put our card together. All right. I am going to pop this up on dimensionals, so I am going to glue this piece flat. And we're just centering this up the best we can, top to bottom, side to side. Just give that a minute to get popped in place there because of that embossing. And while that's setting up, I am going to flip this over and get us some dimensionals. Actually, I think I'm going to use some of these half pieces. Do you guys use the edges of your dimensionals? I do. I use every single piece before I toss it. All right. Take a piece for in there. And there. I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of edge cutting for my stems. And I'm just going to cut up along the edge like so. And that gives me a long, skinny dimensional. All right, should be stubborn. That I can put in there. And then I can put in here. I think maybe not quite that high. And down here, part way. And this little piece I'm going to put here. And that way you don't see any of it from the front. And there's no risk of your flowers falling off. All right, where's my Tick Your Pick tool? Let's get all those backings off. Well, if I don't wreck it first, there we go. Stubborn one. Stuck to my finger. All right, let me get rid of these ones and we'll continue on. This long skinny one I think I'll just peel because they're so little. There we go. All right. We are ready. I'm just going to pop that up like that. Not pretty? Simple, very simple, but pretty. And I think I am going to go with a white ribbon. I don't even think we have any current navy ribbon. I think I'm just going to go with a simple sparkly white ribbon. Oops. And we will cut this. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I'm sitting here kind of second guessing myself as to whether I should add some color to those stems, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just complicating my thinking. If I was going to do that, I would have stamped them in black and then colored them in. Anyway, where do I want this? I think I want it over here. Let's get a glue dot. Or 3. And we will pop this in place. Just right there to give it a little hello, a little smile of sparkle. And then to coordinate with that sparkle, I should have some basic rhinestones. Or, no, I don't want those. Let's have a look through here. No, I don't want those. It's so hard to tell until you take them out of these packages and actually put them on your card. I'm thinking that we're going to be going with those basic rhinestones. I've been wrong before and changed my mind, but I want to match the sparkle in that ribbon. Iridescent pearls. All right, those are our choices. Let's bring these out and we will see. Oops, I think I have one open. Yep. Those pearls are very sparkly too. I think I'm going to go with the pearls this time. And I'm just going to use the smaller ones. Oh, I need my other pick tool with the putty on it. There we go. And I'm just going to scatter I don't know where I want this. Let's just put it there. A few of those around. And that card is done. Now, as promised, I will bring in an alternate to show you. I'll bring this one up close to the camera so you can see all that beautiful. I don't know whether you're seeing the sparkle or not. These are super sparkly, and so is the ribbon. All right, there's card one. Let me find it. I've got it buried over here. Here is card two. And in this card, I used the other die. This one was the leaves, and this one was the swirls. And the stamps that are bundle, I guess I just used the stamp set out of it, is the Lovely and Lasting. That's from the annual catalog too. And this one I just used regular pearls. I stamped the flower image in the navy ink. And the hello came from that bundle. So there are our two cards for today. And, really, really simple cards, but, pretty. I like them. Those frames really dress things up. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I will see you Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Central Standard Time and Wednesday nights at 6:30. Hope to come back again real soon. Bye-bye.